Wait, don't scroll. A major U.S. driving update is coming this November, and if you or someone in your family is over 70, this could affect you directly. For the first time in years, officials are reviewing new senior driving guidelines that could change how millions renew their licenses, take vision tests, or stay qualified to drive. Nothing is final yet, but the discussions happening next month could shape the future of senior driving across America. If you want the latest updates before anyone else, hit that subscribe button right now, because this story is developing fast. Across the U.S., more than 40 million licensed drivers are aged 65 or older, and a significant portion of them are now over the age of 70. With America's senior population growing faster than ever, states are taking a closer look at whether current driving guidelines are enough to keep everyone safe, both seniors themselves and other drivers on the road. The month of November is expected to bring these ongoing conversations to the table in a more structured way, as experts gather updated data on accident trends, renewal patterns, and medical fitness assessments. What's important to clarify is that there is no nationwide federal law targeting drivers over 70. Driving regulations in the U.S. have always been handled at the state level, meaning each state can decide how often residents should renew their license, whether vision tests are required, or whether in-person evaluations should be mandatory after a certain age. However, the review coming up in November may influence how states shape their guidelines over the next few years. This is why the conversation is gaining so much attention, not because changes are guaranteed, but because officials are finally examining the issue more closely. Some of the proposals expected to be discussed include more frequent vision screenings for drivers over 70, updated cognitive assessments for those renewing in person, and optional refresher driving courses that could help identify risky habits or declining reflexes. Supporters say these ideas are about safety, not taking away driving privileges. They argue that just as technology, traffic density, and vehicles have evolved, driver evaluations should evolve as well. Opponents, however, worry about unfairly targeting seniors and creating policies that feel discriminatory or unnecessary for healthy, capable drivers. Another topic that may come up in November is the question of license renewal intervals. For example, some states already require seniors to renew every 2 to 3 years instead of every 6 or 8, and others require in-person renewals instead of online submissions. These differences have created a patchwork of rules nationwide, and the upcoming review may help create more consistency or more updated recommendations that individual states can choose to adopt. Health experts may also play a larger role in the conversation. Many have urged transportation authorities to encourage seniors to undergo regular checkups that can detect early signs of vision loss, hearing issues, or slower reaction times. Instead of mandatory medical tests, the proposals lean toward providing better guidance and educational resources so seniors can self-assess their driving ability more proactively. One of the most important points expected to be emphasized in the November discussions is that most senior drivers are highly responsible and statistically safer in many areas than younger drivers. They tend to drive at slower speeds, avoid risky behaviors like texting while driving, and follow traffic rules more closely. The purpose of updated guidelines, officials say, is not to label older drivers as unsafe, but to ensure that those who want to stay on the road can continue to do so confidently and safely. The public reaction to these early proposals has been mixed. Many seniors say they welcome clear, modern guidelines that help them maintain independence while staying informed about their health and driving ability. Others are cautious, fearing that guideline changes could one day turn into stricter regulations. But transportation officials have repeated that no final decisions will be made in November. This is simply a review, an opportunity to look at the latest research, collect public input, and start shaping policies for the future. As the November review approaches, more details are expected to emerge about what exactly will be discussed and which recommendations are likely to gain support. For now, the message remains the same. No new national rules are being enforced, nothing is mandatory, and no one is losing their license because of these conversations. This is simply part of an ongoing effort to make U.S. roads safer as the population continues to age.